Pakistan remained at the center of regional diplomacy and global policy discussions this week, as senior leadership engaged in high-level foreign visits, mediation efforts, and renewed calls for international institutional reform. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif embarked on a multi-country Gulf and regional tour covering Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey. In Jeddah, he is expected to meet Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman with discussions focused on strengthening bilateral relations, energy cooperation, financial support, and coordination on regional stability. The visit came after reports of continued Saudi financial backing, including an extension of multi-billion-dollar deposit arrangements aimed at supporting Pakistan's external financing needs. Alongside diplomacy in the Gulf, Pakistan has also been actively involved in sensitive mediation efforts between the United States and Iran over nuclear-related negotiations and regional tensions. According to official statements, senior figures including Chief of Defense Forces and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir, along with Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi, visited Tehran as part of ongoing backchannel communication. Iranian officials confirmed continued messaging via Pakistan following recent talks in Islamabad, underscoring Islamabad's emerging role as a facilitator in regional diplomacy. US political commentary has also referenced Pakistan's involvement, highlighting its growing relevance in indirect dialogue channels. At the same time, economic projections from the International Monetary Fund painted a cautiously stabilizing but vulnerable outlook for Pakistan. The IMF projected a fiscal deficit of around 3.2% of GDP in near term, supported by improved revenue performance and declining interest costs. However, it turned that fiscal pressures could re-emerge due to structural constraints, rising global risk, and persistent expenditure demands. The fund urged Pakistan to broaden its tax base, phase out costly subsidies, and strengthen long-term fiscal discipline to ensure sustainability. On the global governance front, Pakistan reiterated its firm stance at the United Nations, calling for either the abolition or strict limitation of veto power in the United Nations Security Council. Ambassador Asim Iftikhar Ahmed argued that the current structure, dominated by 5 permanent members, often result in paralysis on critical peace and security decisions. Pakistan also opposed any expansion of permanent membership, stating that adding more to veto holders would deepen gridlock rather than resolve it. Instead, Islamabad advocated expanding elected membership to improve balance, transparency, and accountability in global decision-making. Taken together, Pakistan's recent diplomatic activity reflects a dual focus, strengthening strategic partnerships in the Gulf and beyond while positioning itself as an active mediator in sensitive geopolitical disputes. At the same time, domestic fiscal challenges and call for global institutional reform continue to shape its broader policy agenda.